We're ready? Good evening, everyone, and welcome to digiMAX Sports Network. This is Scott Kirker along with Randy McGoll and Jack Schroeder. Guys, another big game. Metamora comes off a loss Tuesday night against a very big Central team. This is a scrappy Dunlap team. Max Sutter is back, a pretty solid athlete to be playing basketball. Very physical player. Penn State's here today to watch him. It's Penn State football program, James Franklin. But still, I'm sure he's going to want to come out and impress.
Definitely. And I heard Auburn was here this afternoon to see him. So, hey, these coaches want to see what his athleticism looks like on the basketball court. As a receiver, as a big tight end, how does he use his body? How does he rebound? Things like that. So that's kind of fun. But, hey, here we are on the road in the middle line. A tough loss coming off that, so here's a chance for us to kind of step it up. But, Dunlap, just looking at the way the JV game went, this team is very well coached, and I think they're going to be disciplined. It's going to be a tough game here for the Redbirds today.
Yeah, anytime you come off a loss like that against Peoria High, it can go one or two ways. You can either build from it, or it can really deter you moving forward. Like you said, this is a really talented Dunlap team. Watch them play over the summer, and they look good. They were killing teams over the summer, really well coached. Like you said, new coach, different culture they're building here. It's going to be a really fun one.
Yeah, this could be a really good game. Why don't we take a timeout? When we come back, we'll talk to the Redbird head coach. Welcome back to Dunlap. We're here with Metamora head coach, Justin James. Coach, we talked about it here in the pregame. Another big game here tonight for you. Good way for your kids to respond.
Yeah, definitely. I talked about it the other day. Nice thing about basketball is we don't have to wait a whole week to get our next game in. This is a good environment. A lot of people in the crowd tonight. Should be a fun one.
Yeah, we'll let you get going here pretty quick because you have a coaches meeting. But, Coach, your kids have been, overall been playing pretty well, and we're better to let you get going here.
Okay,
the
probably should, yeah.
But good luck.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Good luck.
Good luck, Coach.
Thank you. That'll do it from the sidelines, guys. We'll be back in just a few minutes, and we'll talk about the keys to tonight's game.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact Greg Harmon for your personal price plan today.
Both of my children have really enjoyed Dr. Frenette. She's epic with our kids. She works so well, making them feel comfortable, making the treatments fun, because fears can be a big deal.
If you haven't tried chiropractic, call us at Kaufman Wellness Center.
I'm actually 49 years old and I'm in the best shape I've ever been in. What I like about Kaufman is the communication is excellent. It's always very easy to get in. They had a huge impact on how fast I was able to reach my fitness goal.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, how's the college visit?
You remembered. It's good.
Does it make the short list?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Knowing our clients personally is what we do.
It's okay. This is what we've been planning for.
And with over 13,000 financial advisors, we do it a lot. It's why Edward Jones is the big company that doesn't act that way.
For financial strategies and one-on-one advice, contact Kevin Kyle.
What sets Snyder Village apart from other retirement living options? With a campus of over 40 acres, Snyder Village is a life plan community, offering several levels of care at one convenient location. From independent living to assisted living to skilled nursing, you're sure to find what you're looking for. Snyder Village is a faith-based community, providing for the physical, emotional, and spiritual needs of others. As a nonprofit organization, Snyder Village offers a local touch. Come see why people call Snyder Village home. Visit SnyderVillage.com.
Welcome back to Dunlap. Boy, it's going to get packed out tonight.
Yeah, a lot of people here. I mean, this game could come down to the wire. We've seen how well Dunlap's played so far this year, and everyone's got the Redbirds number.
Oh, for sure. This game's circled in everybody's schedule, especially when we come to their home. It's always a little bit different story. Yeah, this is pretty exciting here. It's going to be very interesting, and you talked about it a little bit before. How does Metamora bounce back?
Yeah, this is one of these games that it's going to dictate how the rest of the season plays out. You lose a really tough one there to Peoria High. When you go into it, you think you're the better team. And still after that game, I think we're a better roster than they do. We just, they played a better game than we did that certain day. But, if you can bounce back and really, this is the time you gain that momentum. And this is you can start that win streak now and take it to the postseason with you. And that's when you can make a state type of run. Or that game can get in your head, and it can really kill you for the rest of the season.
Oh, for sure. And, the one thing about it is Justin's always been a really good at, getting the kids to forget that last game and come back and play, a really good game the following game. He's done that now. We were over at the Tournament of Champions, and we weren't playing really good basketball then yet. We lost to Pineda, and then came back and played probably an even better team in South Carolina, Wilson High School, and beat them. And there's something to be said about that.
Yeah, that's one of those bounce back type of situations where you can see what kind of team you really have. Is it a resilient group that's going to, take down one of the chests, but they're going to bounce back and become better and stronger, or are they going to, crumble? And they prove there that they're one of those teams that they're going to use it to motivate themselves and get better throughout the season.
You wonder which school song. It's a Big Ten theme. Dunlap school song is the same as Michigan, and Metamora is the same as Northwestern. So,
I'd love to see Max Sutter in the Big Ten somewhere, right? I don't want to see him in the SEC. I don't want to deal with him in these bowl games during some national championship series. So I'd love to see him scoring touchdowns for the good old orange and blue, right?
When we found out that, like we said before, James Franklin's here from Penn State, and then we find out also that Ole Miss is here with Lane Kiffin.
Oh, wow.
And
hey.
Auburn was here this afternoon.
Yeah, when you've got the offers like he does, you attract a really great group of coaches. It's always really cool to see somebody in the middle line, I guess,
for sure.
Get that type of attention.
Yeah, this is you mentioned it a bunch of times, Randy. We play better when you get Brady Jones and Ashton Greaves and Jonah Funk going early in the game, cutting to the basket, and then if you need Matthew Zobrist here and there, but really let him take over in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I really think that we've got to get all our players involved early. And Matthew Zobrist is such a capable scorer. I mean, I'm an old guy now, Scotty, so I'm going to go way back, okay, Zach, before your time, buddy, all right? Michael Jordan, you've seen the highlight tapes and everything, but as a kid, when I watched Michael Jordan and Doug Collins coached him, Doug Collins said, hey, you go out there and score 60 for us or 50 or whatever. And what would happen is the rest of the team would end up ball watching, right? And they just weren't as involved. And now you get the big game. It's the fourth quarter, and there was so much pressure on him to continue to score. That's a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, when Zobrist gets going early, this team does have a tendency to defer to him, and all of a sudden now guys aren't cutting as hard and guys aren't working, to get that open look, and they're just kind of relying on him. And he's so talented, you can't fault him for it.
Right.
So I'm not pointing any fingers. I'm just saying that, as a team, when we get everybody involved early, and then Zobrist could be our closeout guy, I think we have a higher ceiling, as a group. So I don't know, Zach. I mean, you've obviously had a lot of experience on a lot of successful teams here at Metamora. How did you guys kind of avoid that, and when you have one guy that's really capable of trying to keep everybody involved?
Well, that Bulls team, after Doug Collins came around, they got Phil Jackson.
That's it.
And, we've got a coach that, I'm not going to say he's Phil Jackson, but Coach Dame, he's really talented and really good at what he does. He's a fantastic coach, and he's a big reason that we were able to overcome some of that stuff. My junior year, I was kind of our primary ball handler. I averaged 16 points a game, and the coaches came to me going into my senior year and said, hey, we need you to maybe score, shoot a little less, because that's going to unlock these other guys to really develop and get better. And we did just that, and then we were playing in the state championship later that year. And like you said, when you incorporate and run these sets for these other guys, that gets them active and gets them motivated to play defense and crash the offensive glass, and that makes the whole team better. You've got to guard 5 guys instead. You saw Peoria High, as soon as Matthew Zobrist caught the ball, they've got guys in every single gap. He can't go left without facing 2. He can't go right without facing 2, and they're not giving up an open jump shot. So when you get that Brady Jones backdoor layup, and then you get that Ashton Greaves kick out to a 3, and then the Jonah Funk post up, then Matthew Zobrist, maybe he goes on a 6-0 run by himself, but then you got to get back to that stuff again and let those other guys handle business as well.
Absolutely. And another guy, Jonah Funk, in that game, they double-teamed him, and it was so fast. He had about a half a second to really make the choice of, hey, am I going to turn and score, or am I going to kick out? And if he waited a full second, boom, that little guard was in there raking the ball out and causing turnovers and, slapping and things like that. And so that making that decision so quickly in a game like that makes a difference. So it's trying to get everybody involved is so key, but recognizing double teams, recognize those things early, and then spreading the floor. So I think this is a big game for Jonah Funk. A big opportunity for him to, really step in and be a key scorer, key contributor here. So I'm excited to see the matchup. But again, now you got Max Fetter coming back in the thing, and that could be problematic. It's a heck of an athlete.
He's going to be a little bit motivated to maybe play a little bit harder, maybe a little bit tougher. But that's fine. We just got to step it up and face that reality. But I like the way Metamora has been playing. The game the other night was a little bit of a setback, but you need that now and then. You need to see all different types of style of play. We haven't played a lot of the Peoria Central type of a game, where a lot of athletes, a very physical game where they we say that's a foul or that's they were holding on. If they don't call it, you got to play through it.
Absolutely. And the other thing about Peoria Central, offensively, they were extremely patient. So when you go against really these athletic teams, we tend to think, they're going to run and gun a little bit. They're going to kind of be loose with some possession. Peoria Central was tight with every possession. They were looking for specific things, getting the ball in their scorer's hand. But after they ran about 30 seconds of offense, to where, I don't know about, Zach, you're the most recent guy to play here. How do you like playing defense for 30 seconds straight? How do you feel about that?
Oh, it's always tough, playing defense for that long. And when you see Peoria High, Peoria Central, you're not thinking you're going to have to guard for 30, 45 minutes sometimes. Yes. You think they're going to want to play really fast, but no, they did the exact opposite. They took their time, were really methodical with how they went about things, and they were successful for that reason.
Yeah, so I think that was the other piece of the puzzle was their execution on offense caused us a lot of challenges,
Definitely.
I think we're going to defer here to the national anthem here, so we'll be back in just a minute.
And the Illinois High School Association would encourage you to demonstrate good sportsmanship throughout this contest, no matter what your personal feelings may be. Throwing of any objects on the playing area is strictly forbidden. The officials are authorized to take appropriate action to ensure the safety of all. A reminder that there is no smoking on campus per state of Illinois and federal laws. Thank you for your cooperation. This time we ask you to please stand, remove your hats, and face the flag as Dunlap High School junior Allison Ninham sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets yet gay, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Let's meet the starting lineup for tonight's game. First for Metamora, 6'2", senior, number 1, Ashton Greaves. 6'5", senior, number 5, Matthew Sobels. 6'4", junior, senior, number 11, Colin Ramage. 6'10", senior, number 14, Jonah Funk. And 6'5", freshman, number 23, Brady Jones. Redbirds are coached by Justin Day, assisted by Mike Brockhouse, Jake Springer, Jordan Day, and Patrick Vaughn. And now, the starting lineup for your Dunlap Eagles. A 6'6" junior, number 0, Ben Sutter. A 6'1" senior, number 1, Austin Walker. 5'9" freshman, number 2, Ryder Rennett. A 6' junior, number 3, Jack Steffen. And a 6'2" sophomore, number 23, Gavin Gibbs. Your Eagles are coached by Ryan Julius, assisted by Grant Dietmeyer. Officials for tonight's game, Michael Barber, Dan McGann, and Doug Williams.
Well, guys, I think Metamora's got a lot I did, but not as much as I thought coming into the game.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you got Funk 6'10" and Sutter. They announced him at 6'6". I thought he was 6'7".
Yeah, 6'6".
But yeah, you know, they got a 5'9" kid out there. You know, looking at their starting lineup, You know, they've got 6'1", 5'9", 6 foot, and 6'2". So, we're going to have a couple inches at every position here. So it'll be interesting to see. If we can spread the floor and get the ball inside, we should be able to get some buckets in the paint here.
And we got the tip.
Bird's kind of starting 5 out here. Nobody in the post at all. Little backdoor cut to Jones.
Oh, that's
Bird's on the layup. Beautiful.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Yes, love it.
And I'll tell you what, is there anybody that runs that backdoor cut to the basket better than Jones right now?
No, and he uses his body so well, finishes for a freshman. Fun to see. Sutter now gets the ball in the post against Funk, and a little scrappy going on, and Sutter now with the tip.
We've seen the Redbirds sometimes giving up offensive rebounds can hurt us a little bit.
Funk with the backdoor cut, gets stripped on the way up.
Boy, that looked like a lot of contact there, too, didn't it?
Yeah.
Looked like Funk wanted a foul.
Zobrist down the middle with the layup. Nice high percentage look there for Zobrist.
I think getting off to a good start here is one of the most important things. With a team like Dunlap, we've seen them look really good some points of the years, that also they've struggled in a few games, 6-10, but they've played some really good teams really tough, and they've beaten some teams that maybe they shouldn't have. So if you can get them thinking down early, you can be really successful.
Absolutely, and Sutter just popped a 3 there. Zobrist gets it in the paint, finishes with the right hand. But yeah, you get on these road games in the Middle Illini, and you're right. I mean, really difficult to play from behind, and that's really what happened to us at Central over there. Fourth quarter we get behind, really tough to pull that together. Funk with the block, recovered by Jones.
One of the things that you don't really, unless you've been around the game for a really long time, something that Funk allows you to do on the perimeter if you're a defensive guard, you can fight over every single screen you're going up against. Ashton Greaves, I'm assuming he's guarding a shooter, and because of that, he was able to just run him off the line.
Funk with the hammer.
Nice pass by Zobrist. Whoever saved the ball down here did a really nice job.
Yeah, that was Jones. But so far, you've got 3 Redbirds already scoring in this one. And Ashton Greaves, he's looked really active on the defensive end.
That's that offensive rebound we talked about. We really got to have that.
Yeah, because that was a bad miss.
Yeah, so, that should have been a one and done. Dunlap with the tip and the steal now. Ball goes off their hands out of bounds. Kind of a break there for the Redbirds.
Turnovers were something that really killed us in that Peoria High game as well.
And Dunlap will take a timeout. Early timeout.
Yeah, 4:46 to go here in the first. Metamora's up by 1, 8-7. So the coach saw something he didn't like and wants to get a wrap on it here quickly.
Yeah. Dunlap does have a former Redbird, Noah Taylor, number 4.
Oh.
He transferred 2 years ago, I believe. Really good shooter.
Like a 6'2" shooting guard. Yeah, senior.
So he's been around the program. That can help with scouting and some things like that. A lot of things have changed in the last few years with how talented of teams we've had. The offense has completely evolved, but Coach Greaves is out of the program as well now. Not completely, but on paper he's out of the program. So still, though, whenever you have a guy that's been around for a while, that can help you with.
Yeah, well, knows the chin, knows all the the options off the chin. Maybe that's why we're starting 5 out here, just to give a little different look. It's the first time I've really seen us do that this year, Zobrist gets it out to Greaves for 3, doesn't go. Funk battles for the rebound. Off his hands, out of bounds.
That's a great look, though. Even when those don't go in, just having him get the feel of the ball, he gets a shot up early. You know, you got a great look at it. He might make his next 2 because he got that first one.
Yeah, you get Greaves open looks. I mean, that's
most of the time that's a basket.
Yeah, high percentage. I mean, he's got to be shooting over 50% from 3 for the season. That would be my guess, or close.
Just about. I believe he was at 48 going into the Jack Tosh.
That's number 3, Jack Steffen from Dunlap, hitting a 3 out of the corner there. Dunlap takes a 2-point lead. Sutter now gets the steal from Funk. First layup doesn't go. Redbirds are on the run. Zobrist.
That's a really nice fast break.
Great job just moving the ball, using the pass.
That's an offensive foul, yep.
A little too much football, not enough basketball there, Scotty.
The football coach is probably happy to see that.
Yeah, you're right. James Franklin said, hey, I like that. That's what we need.
But that's one on him. I'd like to see the Redbirds go at him now. You know, get him some early foul trouble.
Yeah.
You can get their, their leading scorer, the leading rebounder, the guy that really makes things happen for him. You can get him out of the game. It's a different team you're playing.
For sure. Noah Taylor, number 4 that we were talking about, just subbed in for Dunlap, along with number 10, Eli Manichow.
Dunlap getting really aggressive here in some of these passing lanes and on the ball. Redbirds, maybe a couple back doors. That'd be really nice to see. Get some easy ones, force them to kind of back up and let you run your stuff to perfection.
Yeah, or just 5 out. That lane is wide open, and you're right. A little screen or a little backdoor cut.
Yeah, they haven't done a great job of getting through some of these off-ball screens. We've had a lot of openings.
Ramage gets it down to Funk. He's got 2. Kicks it out to Jones for 3 from the corner. Just doesn't go. Dunlap corrals the rebound.
And Dunlap will throw it out of bounds.
That was a great hustle play there from Ramage. He was trying to take a foul there. Yeah. But, yeah, Zober's getting back on the defensive end as well. But Ramage was trying to get the foul there. Just a cognitive play. Didn't get there in time, but because of the aggression, he forces the turnover.
Back Sutter. And Funk with the block. Great recovery by Jonah Funk.
Yeah, and, I love that. That's
ball goes off Dunlap out of bounds there. So what a nice job. And James Franklin now with the boot call over there. Doesn't like the officiating. He's really showing some favoritism here towards Sutter. Wow, that's impressive. He's all in, man.
We had a pretty good look at that one.
That
looked like a lot of ball.
That was pretty clean. And here's another steal. Dunlap converts. And now Coach James will take a 30-second timeout to talk things over here. Didn't like what he's seeing, but yeah, Dunlap is so aggressive on the offense. I mean, they're playing man-to-man defense pretty tight, even out way up over the volleyball line,
You don't see that very often when Zober turns the ball over.
No. But I mean, if he gets close to somebody, really they're taking 2 guys and doubling him and really trying to force the ball out of his hand.
Yeah, Dunlap, the game plan seems apparent right now. They're trying to take us out of what we want to do. They're trying to overly pressure, and we've gotten some easy ones because of it, but they forced 4 or 5 turnovers already, and they turned it over on some fast breaks. This could be a bigger margin right now if it wasn't for a few of those fast break turnovers.
Sure.
Dunlap comes out in a full court press here. Like they're maybe, no double on the inbounder, just a little token pressure.
This is where I really like to see a backdoor. It doesn't have to come from a step, but it has to come from something. Get them to back off, and there it is.
Ball goes out to Jones. To Zobrist in the corner. Zobrist for 3. Good. Gets it to go. Nice look.
Nice look there. A lot of good spacing. A lot of nice things happen there.
Yeah.
And now you'll probably see they're not going to overly pressure this next time.
No.
You're going to get a good down screen pinned down to one of your shooters, and you'll get a better look because of it.
Taylor for three. They hit it. That's Redbird there on the board.
He probably is their best catch and shoot guy as well. I don't know the numbers specifically, but from what I remember, he's a very good catch and shoot guy.
Funk drives on Sutter, a little fadeaway jumper, doesn't go.
And they're going to call
Ramage, I think, is going to draw the foul here. It'll be Redbird ball out of bounds, but nice job by Ramage to get position and just got shoved under the rim.
Yeah, it was a really good call. This is a veteran crew as well. They've refed numerous playoff games for the Redbirds.
Is that Barber?
Yeah, Mike Barber. He's fantastic. Officiated our state championship game.
Number 24, Isaac Foster, comes in for Dunlap here, 6'7".
Who came in from Metamora?
That's Logan Vasquez.
And Logan Vasquez comes in for Greaves here for the Birds. Ball goes into Funk, guarded by Foster. Funk giving up a lot of size there. And now they're going to call a foul on Sutter. And
that's two.
Yeah, that's two on him. And, I think he might have a little grievance there.
Yeah, that one looked to be all ball as well.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Where did he get him with the body? I don't know. I mean,
it's
not sure. I didn't see what the official called. I didn't see the motion going to the scores table. But if we're talking about just up top, looks pretty clean from up here. Brady Jones at the line now. He had a tremendous first half of that JV game.
For sure.
I think he finished with 16 points, 13 coming in the first quarter. Didn't play a whole lot in the second quarter as well.
He gets them both here, tie it up.
And Greaves now will come back into the game for the Birds. He replaces Ramage.
Some of us been waiting for kind of the debut for Logan Vasquez.
Yeah.
He's been playing unbelievable at the JV level. Really, really aggressive, really physical.
That's number 3, Jack Steffen for Dunlap, and just finds a lane to the bucket and gets fouled. He'll go to the line for the three-point play. I didn't see a lot of contact there either. Kind of interesting.
Yeah. They called it on Funk, too. He was kind of trailing it, kind of jumped from the side. Maybe got him, one of those ones going for the block, kind of nick him in the head. But I like this right here for the Redbirds. Set high ball screens, make Dunlap guard with their big guys high in space, and use your athleticism to get to the rim.
Again, we talk about Zovers being 6'5", slash into the rim and just big body to be able to finish over a lot of these guards. And a lot of body coming off of 24 there.
A lot of pushing there.
It was exactly
Funk,
that.
But Funk was able to use those long arms to corral the board. But yeah, kind of a two-hand push coming off the 24.
Yeah.
Who I'm guessing is a football player. Vasquez just loses a handle.
I like the drive to the basket.
But yeah, I got to think number 24 is maybe a tackle on the football team. He might be another prospect. 6'7", 315 on 24 there. You get him in your program, you put him on the waist. He's ready to go.
Did look like he should have picked up maybe one or two early there.
Yeah.
A
lot of
using his arms and his body to move people around out there.
And Sutter checked back into the game, but they've got 6 right now.
Now they got 5.
So now if you're the Redbirds, I really like going at them because, you got a steal here, a quick turnover.
Sutter takes it to the rim. Oh, it goes. As the quarter ends here, Dunlap takes a 3-point lead into the second quarter, 20-17.
Oh, it takes some time to thank our sponsors. Commerce Bank is proud to support the Metamora Redbirds. For nearly 106 years, Commerce Bank has been helping people find answers to their financial questions that matter the most to them. If you have questions, give them a call. Goodfield State Bank, big enough to serve you, small enough to know you. Goodfield State Bank, a true community bank. Hanover's Pub, your favorite food and drinks every time you visit. See you on the square. Kirby Foods, be sure to check out their signature Kirby items in the deli and meat departments. Kirby Foods is proud to be 100% employee-owned. Mason Funeral Homes. Mason Funeral Homes is a proud supporter of the Metamora Redbirds. So it'll be Dunlap ball to start this second quarter. Redbirds trail by 3.
Zober so far with 11 of the 17. This is what we were talking about. They haven't done a great job of guarding him, so it's been less of kind of force-feeding him the ball. He's been open, but still, you know, you'd like to see a few more shots for some other guys, even with
he's over and back. Yeah, we'll take the turnover here.
But really like to see something drawn up for Ashton Greaves or Jonah Funk or Brady Jones here. See if you can get another one of those guys going. I'd love to see another one of those games where maybe 2 guys finish with above 20 points.
Yeah, kind of balance things out. Like I said, Sobers is so capable.
They ran a little flare screen there for Greaves, excuse me.
Sobers for 3. Good. It goes. Ties it up at 20. It's hard to argue with that, you know, but you're right. I'd love to see if he's working hard. He's working hard to get those shots, and I just hope he's got that grade A energy in the fourth quarter, you know.
Yeah, you know, if
Ramage here with the defense ties things up. Funk now on the fast break with the dunk.
Oh, man.
Wow.
That's a great job by Ramage to force that turnover.
Yeah, excellent defense.
Really good hands there.
And Funk had to wheel and deal against a 5'9" guy. That was pretty nice handles by him.
Yeah, I don't think he saw him coming either. It looks like it kind of caught him off guard.
Sutter with the reverse layup. Nice move.
Really like to see the Redbirds cut off that right hand. He hasn't really gone up to finish with the left at all. You know, as a football guy, sometimes that gets left out.
Good.
Zobers for 3. He's feeling good tonight.
And Dunlap will take a timeout.
Redbirds up by 3 here.
You know, something about this gym, there always seems to be a Redbird player that, you know, goes off for a big scoring night. I remember my senior year, Tyson Swanson himself outscored Dunlap.
Wow.
One of the unbelievable individual performances.
You got a lot of energy here tonight, you know, kind of a packed house. You got Division I programs here, scouting. I mean, a lot of energy here tonight.
Now, did they specifically come out and say they were here for Sutter, or could they be here for Jonathan?
Hey, you never know. He's got some eligibility.
Or D1 Filmer.
That's right. That's right. Hey, how some of these coaches get started, you know.
You know, Scotty, I heard they were here for you. They're going to bring you on the Big Ten cast.
That's right. You know, Charlie Steiner, you know, is he still at it, or are they looking for a replacement for him out there?
I think he's with the Yes Network now, isn't he?
Is he? I don't know.
So.
I don't know.
That's Charlie Steiner is the time. Well, who was it? Who was it saying the national anthem? It was really bad. And he had to leave and go to a commercial break because he started laughing, couldn't stop. When they came back, he was still laughing.
Oh, my goodness.
It was Carl Lewis that tried to sing the national anthem.
Oh.
Finally, he just said, that's it. I'll do better next time.
Yeah, I'll defer to the crowd. Right? That's great. Got to give him credit for trying, though.
Sutter's still out there. At first kind of felt like maybe he would just be out there for that one possession there.
Little backdoor cut against the zone, and Redbirds get the turnover. It's Ramage. And the pressure, the pressure just took an extra step there. Was trying to get a hold of the ball.
Yeah, just kind of one of those unfortunate ones. Probably didn't hear the Wolf call. Because of it, the turnover, but good defense on the other end. I don't know how much I love a zone against a team like Dunlap. I mean, they've shot it well, and it looks like they've all got pretty nice jump shots.
Yeah, just a little different look. Sometimes that little different look can just change things up a little bit. And, now, I mean, we're rebounding certainly better out of it, right? I mean, we're eliminating those offensive boards, which to me is pretty key.
And I like the idea that we're trying something different, giving them a different look.
Yeah. Funk now gets the ball in the post, gets doubled now.
He's got a mismatch.
Little fadeaway jumper.
Good.
It goes.
I haven't seen him go to that quick spin over the left shoulder in a couple of games. I thought that would have been a perfect opportunity for that one there.
Yes, because he had that guy cheating to his right.
Yeah.
He goes left, and
Dunlap with the offensive rebound, foot back. That's number 3, Jack Steffen. Funk comes down the lane. A little fadeaway jumper from the baseline. Doesn't go.
I don't know if we're ready to live and die by that one yet. Mid-range twos are typically not really what you want, especially
Sutter
coming off a fadeaway.
in the post. Gets his own rebound. Reeves almost dug it out. Steffen now with the jumper. Too much. Another offensive rebound. Now corralled by Funk on the defensive side, but boy.
we had position. It just ball went to the other side that we didn't have position.
Yeah. Got to seal off, get those hands up. Zobrist now kicks out for Ramage. Ooh, 3 doesn't go.
Really good penetration there, though, from Zobrist. We haven't seen him be as great of a passer as he was early on in the year, and I think it's because they're throwing so many guys at him. Those passing lanes get clogged up. It's really chaotic for him. But that's honestly, I think, what he does best. He's a penetrator, and he's a disher.
Yeah, well, I project that out to, I think, what he's going to give to Bradley. You know what I mean? I think he's going to be able to break the man down guarding him, draw 2, kick down for dunks, kick out to the corner for 3s, and then again, if somebody else sets it up, he's going to be that knockdown guy as well. So I just think he's got multiple versions of himself that are all really attractive at the college level.
Definitely. There are a multitude of positions he could play.
Zobrist off the front. Greaves corrals the rebound.
That's a great hustle rebound there.
Takes it in, draws the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah. That's a great play by Ashton Greaves.
Yeah. Excellent effort.
Love to see him be more aggressive. I mean, more just one-on-one drives. When the guy lined up in front of you, you don't think can match up with you. I don't know if any coach on the staff has a problem with him taking it one-on-one and finishing with his athleticism at the rim.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sutter checked out of the game. 24 is back in for the Eagles.
Is that Isaac Foster?
Yep.
Yeah. Mason Sauter is also in for the Redbirds.
Oh, they'll throw that out of bounds. We've seen that pass.
We've been there before.
Too many times.
But yeah, this little zone,
kind of working.
And it's kind of, they're trying to be strategic about it. They're not moving very much, so they're kind of stationary, which makes it a little bit easier for us to know where they are.
And the other thing, too, is we're so long. Maybe that's a benefit for us.
Ball goes into the Funk. He turns and dunks. Wow. Beautiful
that was
move.
Well, he's eating up Mr. Foster, isn't he?
Love it. Love it. Well, he was actually against Steffen there.
Was it Steffen?
But yeah, a nice little Brady Jones got his hand in the passing lane, and a nice little turn to the zone is really.
I think it's been great because we're, like I said, we're so long. We can get into a lot of spaces. Oh, nice idea.
Looking for Sauter there on the block. Just a little bit high for him. But you're, if you're prepping for Metamora, you're thinking they're going to play you man the whole game. It's been a while since we've actually spent any significant amount of time in the zone. Usually a couple minutes at the end of a quarter, maybe to protect somebody from foul trouble. But for us to do this long of the game, they're just not ready for it. So, good move by Coach James.
Looks like they might be back into the man-to-man.
Yeah. Yep.
When Sutter's in, they go man-to-man. When he's out.
They had a few possessions with him in.
Was there?
Where they went
Foster.
zone.
Sutter now battles for the board down low. Puts it in.
See, that looked like a football player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really likes to see another high ball screen here with Jonah Funk, because if he can get that mismatch, Dunlap switching ball screen. You've got two options here. You can either slip it, and I'd prefer to slip it on a side ball screen, or you take the switch and you abuse it. See, now Brady Jones has the mismatch, or I think they're going to let Matthews Zobrist attack.
Yeah, a little one-on-one here. Yeah, try to draw Sutter a third. Well, picks up the screen from Funk, now kicks it to the corner. Back to Zobrist. Foster. Zobrist has two on him. Gets the layup.
That's just too easy.
Wow.
But that's what happens when you attack the guy with two fouls. He can't guard how he would like to guard.
Yeah, he's got to play off. Zobrist now guarding Sutter. Now Funk switches on to him.
I would really make sure he goes left.
Oh, and Funk blocks him out of bounds.
He's blocked him twice now.
Yeah, nice job.
Athletically, they're on par. I mean, Jonah Funk, for his height, moves phenomenally, and he gets off the ground really quick and really high, and he's strong when he's up there to finish at the rim as well.
Ashton Greaves gets a piece of it, knocks it out of bounds. We'll be back to Dunlap here at half court, but
we've got our. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's right. I was just going to say Max Sutter's got 11, and Zobrist has 19. The two high scorers here in the game so far. I'm sorry, Scotty. What were you going to say?
I'm saying we've gotten our hands on a lot of passes.
Yeah, a lot of deflections.
One of the most underrated stats in the sport.
Sutter kicks it out now to Steffen. Steffen for three. Doesn't go. Funk corrals the rebound, but he's going to get called.
Well, I think that might be Sutter. No, it's going to be on Zobrist.
Zobrist. Wow. What? I didn't even see him in the area. I thought that was going to go Funk or Sutter, but they get Zobrist on the foul. That's, wow. That's just his first.
Zobrist tends to do that a little bit, kind of give one a little friendly shove in the back, kind of gives you the advantage sometimes for a rebound. All I saw was Sutter kind of barreling forward, and must have been from the result of a Zobrist push.
You got a player like Sutter out there. You should be allowed to push him a little bit. I mean, he's a football guy. Come on,
I wasn't allowed to push Ryan around when he was playing, so I don't think they should get that either.
That stays Dunlap ball.
Ooh. It's Dunlap here with multiple opportunities here to score. And Greaves now tips it away and recovers, and he'll draw the foul now.
Yeah, that's a great hustle play by Greaves.
Kind of some outrage here from some fans. It kind of looked like just a basketball play. He was running a little too hard, kind of hit him when he was tight to the sideline.
Ball goes into Zobrist. Going to pick up the screen here from Funk. Gets it out to Greaves for three. Good. Nice look. Beautiful offense there.
The exact same spot he took his first one from. You let a guy like that kind of dial it up, start to feel that rhythm, it's going to be a long night for you if you keep leaving him open.
Redbirds out to a 9-point lead here. Dunlap looks like they're satisfied to hold it for one. Now they double team Sutter, and you pick up the foul. 14 to go here.
This is Zobrist. That's his second. I don't know. Coach James yelled to get one. I don't think they wanted it to be on Zobrist.
No. So Ramage will come in to replace Zobrist. for the final 14 seconds of this first half. And who else is up off the? Is that Zach Bourne?
Yep, Zach Bourne now is coming in, and he will replace, it looks like, Funk.
He had two. He only has one.
You don't want him to get a cheap one.
No.
Yep.
To go back to the zone without the size, I think, is a really good decision. They're gonna try and get one.
Yeah. Jones with the block, and then the recovery there by Renette, and they'll go to the line to shoot 2 here with 2.8 to go.
Is he a freshman?
Renette, number 2 there, is a freshman, yes.
I think there were about 6 fouls there on Metamora on that possession.
Yeah. Good foul.
Yeah, but yeah, since we went in the zone, though, it just completely changed the complexion of this game.
Yeah.
Kind of took them out of their mojo and started, doing a better job on the defensive boards, except for the last couple of possessions here. Misses them both. Sauter with the rebound. Out to Grease for 3.
Oh, man. Great effort there.
That's about as good as it gets there.
That's
for
really
two and a half left.
Redbirds take a 9-point lead in the half here, 35-26.
Take this time to thank our sponsors. Metamora McDonald's. Get in and out quickly with McDonald's mobile order and pay at curbside pickup. Use the McDonald's app to earn points on all your orders. Merrill Lynch, they're also our halftime sponsor. We help families make great decisions with their money. Big advice from small town advisors. The Room, located in the historic Homestead Building, is proud to be your local basketball headquarters. Wernsman Lawn and Landscape. Take back your weekends with quality work from Wernsman Lawn and Landscape, creating unique outdoor spaces for the whole family to use. And last but not least, Zobrist Insurance, your total insurance solution.
Martin's sign service team, led by third-generation sign installer Andrew Martin, is excited for another year of serving as Central Illinois' premier full-service sign company. Not only are we a proud authorized Watchfire digital message sign dealer, but we can custom design and fabricate a brand new sign to your specifications, as well as repair and upgrade your existing signage. Remember, you only have one chance to make a good first impression. Call Martin Sign Service today for a free quote.
Germantown Grill, where our staff loves the game as much as you do. Football, basketball, baseball, whatever your sport, we'll be cheering right along as we serve up your hometown favorites. We've got everything you need to celebrate the wins. Food and flavors to satisfy any craving. Plus, the best private gaming around, powered by Gold Rush Gaming, the gold standard in video gaming. Only at Germantown Grill in Germantown Hills.
Contact Greg Harmon for an auto quote today.
Going to Kaufman Wellness Center for 5 years has greatly helped me understand what my body can do, what I shouldn't do. They teach you different stretches and proper ways to ice and how to take care of your body in that way.
Call Kaufman Wellness Center today. Let us help you.
Well, we love it. So we've been coming for almost 10 years. Dr. Kaufman is affiliated with high school sports. It offers anything from adjustment to physical therapy. The whole staff is so good to my family, which is extremely important nowadays.
101. You can do it. 100. You can do it. We're not going to give up. We're never until we're strong and mighty and tough. These weights are going to be heavy, like a heavy job. So you're going to need to bring your muscles with you. Got it? Now let's get lifting some weights. Come on.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact Greg Harmon for your personal price plan today.
MTCO and digiMAX Sports would like to recognize a recent Metamora Redbird scoring milestone. On December 17th, Metamora's newest Redbird, Jonah Funk, crossed the 1,000-point mark for his high school career. A special welcome to Jonah and congratulations on this tremendous career accomplishment. Best of success to you and the Redbirds over the remainder of the season. Go Birds!
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact Greg Harmon for your personal price plan today.
Both of my children have really enjoyed Dr. Frenette. She's epic with our kids. She works so well, making them feel comfortable, making the treatments fun, because fears can be a big deal.
If you haven't tried chiropractic, call us at Kaufman Wellness Center.
I'm actually 49 years old and I'm in the best shape I've ever been in. What I like about Kaufman is the communication is excellent. It's always very easy to get in. They had a huge impact on how fast I was able to reach my fitness goal.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, how's the college visit?
You remembered. It's good.
Does it make the short list?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Knowing our clients personally is what we do.
It's okay. This is what we've been planning for.
And with over 13,000 financial advisors, we do it a lot. It's why Edward Jones is the big company that doesn't act that way.
For financial strategies and one-on-one advice, contact Kevin Kyle.
What sets Snyder Village apart from other retirement living options? With a campus of over 40 acres, Snyder Village is a life plan community, offering several levels of care at one convenient location. From independent living to assisted living to skilled nursing, you're sure to find what you're looking for. Snyder Village is a faith-based community, providing for the physical, emotional, and spiritual needs of others. As a nonprofit organization, Snyder Village offers a local touch. Come see why people call Snyder Village home. Visit SnyderVillage.com.
Martin's sign service team, led by third-generation sign installer Andrew Martin, is excited for another year of serving as Central Illinois' premier full-service sign company. Not only are we a proud authorized Watchfire digital message sign dealer, but we can custom design and fabricate a brand new sign to your specifications, as well as repair and upgrade your existing signage. Remember, you only have one chance to make a good first impression. Call Martin's Sign Service today for a free quote.
Germantown Grill, where our staff loves the game as much as you do. Football, basketball, baseball, whatever your sport, we'll be cheering right along as we serve up your hometown favorites. We've got everything you need to celebrate the wins. Food and flavors to satisfy any craving. Plus, the best private gaming around, powered by Gold Rush Gaming, the gold standard in video gaming. Only at Germantown Grill in Germantown Hills.
actually get a good counter throw? Where was the other dude doing a backflip? I thought I communicated to him they moved forward. Yeah, I said we got to both land like on the center line basically. Yeah, that was the plan. For some reason I feel more comfortable doing a backflip. You're gonna go eat? What, just pizza? No, I'm done. You can go. Well, the pizza's for the people in the student section.
He's already had a lot.
This is my stepmom's bed.
You ready?
Welcome back to Dunlap. We're about 30 seconds away from tip-off. I think Metamora does get the ball to start the second half. And I think Metamora has to come out exactly how they started the game. Come back out, reestablish those guys down low. I thought Jonah Funk had a much better second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, he got the ball down in the lane a couple times and, slashed a little bit, got out of the fast break. So, yeah, they've got some big guys. You got Sutter in there, then they bring in Foster. I mean, Foster's huge,
just a big guy.
But running that 5 out, we get that big body out away from the rim, and now it gives us a lot of backdoor cuts and the ability to kind of slash the lane. So Redbirds have done a nice job, but defensively they really kind of shut Dunlap down here with that zone. So nice job to kind of change how the game is going.
Yeah, you'd really like to see them just pick up right where they left off. The big thing was they were getting stops, and we haven't seen them, these last couple of games. Defensively, I just don't think we've played very well. We've given up a lot of high percentage looks at the rim.
Jones, nice little...
Reestablish that back door again, didn't we?
Yeah, perfect. Got a little screen and converted the layup. Beautiful.
He kind of reminds me of Michael Adams. You remember that?
Yeah.
They kind of ran that kind of backstream play. It's not the exact same, but it's similar. He would always get one of those to start one of those games, like off the tip.
Jones off the front, doesn't go. Dunlap corrals the rebound.
A little too fast on that one. I think if he collected himself.
That's a charge. That's number 3 on Sutter.
Wow. Great defense there. Was that Ashton Greaves?
Yeah.
Great job just to get in front of him.
I don't even think he had an opportunity to play defense. Sutter just kind of ran him over.
Yeah.
Felt like he was a ball carrier and lowered his shoulder.
Yeah, you're right. He kind of corralled the ball like it was a football, and now...
A good foul. Once he turned the ball over, that's a good foul.
Tell you what, Dunlap is playing some tough defense on the ball today. They've got a number of steals with our ball handler.
It'll be interesting to see the stats after the game, because I think they're definitely winning the turnover and the offensive rebounding battle. And usually, I mean, that's almost a guarantee for a victory. But I think the shooting percentage is really what's separating the game right now.
Dunlap hits a 3 here. That's Walker, number 1. Dobris beats the double team, gets down to the rim. It's blocked, no call. Dunlap's on the run. And Ramage now commits the foul to kind of slow the Eagles down here.
That Zach Bourne that came in for
Ashton Greaves, yeah.
Not sure. Looks like they're back into the 2-3 zone.
Yeah.
It's interesting that they put Zobrist in the middle of that zone, too, and they elect to have Funk on the outside.
Yeah, the wing. That is interesting.
But they've done that a few times this year.
Zobrist for three, and that'll be a 3-shot foul. Draws the foul there on Steffen. But yeah, I agree with you, Zach. When you think about our 2-3 zone there, it seems like it would be natural for Funk to kind of be in the middle, but maybe he just moves better out there. Doesn't get caught up by a big guy posting him up, and maybe Zobrist handles that action a little bit better.
Yeah, he's more physical, probably directs traffic a little bit better, just being around the system.
Second one climbs in.
Zobrist now just up to 20 points here.
This 2 out of 3.
Yeah, he hasn't shot it great from the line so far this season. Definitely, that's probably the biggest area of improvement he needs to address this offseason.
His dad was not a real good free throw shooter in high school either. But he got to college.
Yeah, it changed there.
Yeah, it changed dramatically.
I think he set some kind of record.
Yeah, he led the nation in three-point free throws.
Yeah, like 90-something%, I think.
This zone it's causing Dunlap some problems so far.
Steffen, little jumper, gets it to go. Metamora's lead down to 3 here with 5 minutes to go in the third. Little double team on Zobrist out here.
More ball screen.
At the high screen. Zobrist is double team, gets rid of it. Gets it over to Jones for 3. Just runs out. Funk with the rebound, gets knocked away. Dunlap now looking to run. Get it to go. 1-point game.
And that's going to be a bench warning.
Yeah, too many people standing up over there, I think.
Greaves comes back in for he come in for Morn, Zach Morn.
Yeah.
So what Dunlap's doing on the defensive end, it's called blitzing a ball screen. So they're waiting until Zobrist gets rid of the ball. They're going to double him until he gets rid of it. And there's a number of ways that can kind of beat this. You've got to make yourself available like Ramage just did.
Nice finish by Ramage with the left over Sutter.
Nice catch, and then he was very patient and went the opposite way. Got a huge bucket for Metamora.
I don't know if you should just be randomly doubling. You've got to do something different to stop Zobrist, but you're in this game. If you keep up your offensive efficiency, you've got to think if you just get the ball out of his hands more, you could probably come away with this one.
Well, we really haven't made him pay yet.
No.
So right there, Ramage makes them pay, but they're getting back defensively, and they are swarming the ball in the lane. So, if we don't execute quickly, it's hard to convert on that, So you got to get it quickly, and you got to finish fast. But we really haven't made them pay, so they haven't had to go out of it, and it's created enough opportunities. So
that's a good foul there. He missed it the first.
Yeah.
It's one of those funky junk defense type of things. You normally don't see that, but there are a number of ways to beat it. One of the things is that I think could really work is Zobrist such a good passer at its height. You got to get rid of it early.
Yeah, here we go.
Right here, you get
right there, boom,
and then back into Jones.
Yep.
Exactly that.
Yep. But yeah, the extra pass now allowed the defense to recover. Dunlap doesn't convert. Now they do on the rebound. It's Sutter. And Coach James wants to talk about it. Getting tied up here, 40-all with 3:31 to go in the third. But yeah, you start thinking about, if I'm prepping to play against Metamora, we got a 6'10" kid in the middle. We got, Division I. We got a Division I, one of the best scorers around, 6'5" kid going Division I. What you got to do something different, right? Something unique, something they haven't seen, and that's really what he's doing. He's really disrupting us here.
Yeah, I think you saw the blueprint to contain Metamora with Peoria High. You throw a lot at Zobrist, you try what you can to stunt and gaps, get the ball out of his hands, dig the ball out, make him give it up, and then you just be really physical with everyone else. Not a ton of varsity experience with these other guys. Ashton Greaves a little bit, but Brady Jones, just a freshman. Colin Ramage didn't get a whole lot of time in his previous years. And Jonah Funk is new to Metamora basketball. They've had the season to get better at this, and they have in some spots, but we've looked very beatable in these last couple of games because of what these teams are scheming up.
Yeah, we're trying to be poised. We're trying to look around for opportunities, but against a team like this that like you said, they're blitzing the ball. Here we go, right here. Now we got to move the ball quick and make quick decisions. And they sped us up, and now they get their result.
That's kind of an unforced turnover.
Yeah.
He had baseline. He was going to go up for a layup, and it was a nice move. He just bounced it off his foot.
Yep. But, yeah, they got the ball out of Zobrist's hands, which is the objective, I think, of every defense we're going to see this year.
They want to make someone else beat them. And Brady Jones, that's just an unfortunate one. You're going to live with that because we don't think that's going to happen.
With the block, recovered by Ramage. But, yeah, you're right. I mean, they're saying, hey, we got Zobrist here. Hey, let's give it to this freshman. Let's see what he can do with it, right? And he's extremely skilled. Jones thought about the three.
I know he's missed a couple, but you just can't see him turn that one down.
Funk gets it way out on the post.
Oh.
They call it travel.
Did you see that, Zach?
Yeah. He kind of has a tendency to move before the dribble. I didn't catch it on that one. It felt a little awkward maybe, but I thought there was more contact on the defensive end. It seemed like a couple of arm bars on him, which is what I thought was going to be called. But he has been called for that a couple times so far this year. It's kind of tough to tell from out here.
Yeah, the turnovers are kind of mounting for the Redbirds here. We need to get some shots on goal here. Sutter now posted hard in the lane, and Dunlap throws it away.
He didn't have good hands on that one.
Yeah, that was a tough, it was a bounce pass. It was kind of, had to have a lot of range to catch that.
Got to capitalize here. We're tied. They've exerted a lot of energy catching up.
Would really.
Zobrist now drives baseline, gets fouled. They go to the line for two.
That's his full. Excuse me. No, that's only his second. Sutter has 3.
Right.
And that's another thing, I think. Hey, Zobrist drives, you're going to foul him, Just try to take a physical toll on him and just try to wear him down so that in the fourth quarter he's not as sharp, right?
But he's been through so many wars so far.
Yeah.
And you see the amount of muscle he's gained throughout his high school career. I mean,
sure.
he's prepared his body for this. He's battle-tested, and he's ready for exactly this.
Absolutely. Sutter now takes it strong. Reverse layup doesn't go. Reeves with the rebound.
That's a man rebound there. That was.
Ball goes in the corner. Jones for 3. Doesn't go. Little rebound there by Reeves. Oh, tip now by Funk.
Nice play.
Nice job by the Birds to work the offensive boards there. Ramage, Greaves, and Funk were all over it.
Yeah, really nice winning play there from Greaves.
Oh, nice help.
I think Ramage is going to pick up the foul here.
Did you see that?
Now they're going to give it to Funk.
That's only his second.
Yeah, they kind of, they double teamed him, but, Sutter's skilled enough to try to pivot around that. He just kind of created enough movement to draw the foul. Ball gets tipped away.
Nice job by Metamora there.
Birds are on the run. Zobrist now attacks the lane with the left hand, finishes.
That was a nice move.
Six straight for the Birds here.
And this is kind of the time I feel like you can lean on him in these situations. You know he's going to get you a high percentage look.
Yep, this is Zobrist's time now. Sutter posts up Funk in the lane, and it looks like he's going to draw the foul, go to the line for 2.
Be nice to have the double team come across. You know he's going to pivot to his left.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think I'd even double. I haven't seen him attempt a shot with his left hand yet. I want to see it. I mean, you've got a 6'10" guy. If he goes up with the right, it's going to get blocked, and then you're going to have a tie-up, and then maybe he picks up his fourth off a frustration play, something like that. But I just, you contain and you contest with a guy like that. You don't need to be leaving out these shooters open just by doubling.
So what's this about? They're talking to both coaches.
I got to think there's some blood on a jersey here. The trainers maybe cleaning it off here for number 3, but I think maybe Coach Dame is asking about, you know, hey, we got a football player out there. He threw an elbow. You know, why are you calling a block kind of a thing? And I think you got a blood issue there in the Dunlap bench. So.
Good foul.
Good foul.
And Funk's going to check out.
Along with Brady Jones.
And Ramage as well. So you got
Brady Jones is still in.
Oh, the lane violation.
Bourne came in, and you got Jack Hesting in number 22 there.
I think Zobrist stepped across the line. And I think so that'll be a lane violation.
Luckily, not being recruited to shoot free throws.
The ball just bounces out, and Dunlap with the board. Now they try the 3, doesn't go. Zobrist now secures it, and we got maybe
a flop.
Flop here. Is that just a warning, or is that a foul?
Should be a warning first.
First time is a warning. So that goes against number 1,
That's not a
Austin
foul.
Walker. So it's just a warning to say, hey, you do that again, and is it a foul or a technical?
It's a one-shot technical.
Okay, which I think a tech goes, you know, also as a personal foul as well.
I believe that's category B, so then that wouldn't be a personal, it would just be a team foul.
Ooh. It's been a long time since I officiated here. We're getting pretty detailed here.
These are, it's a new rule. I could be wrong about that.
You might be right. You know, because that is this whole flop warning thing is a new thing. You know, back in the day when I officiated years ago, we didn't see guys bobbing their heads and anticipating the shoulder or whatever we're doing now.
I think
it's gotten really interesting, especially in AAU summer ball. You see it all over the place. If they did flop warnings and that, you'd never have a game. You know. 30 seconds to go in the quarter here. Greaves kicks it out to Zobrist. Greaves now gets it back for an open 3. Just won't go, but a great look there. And Bourne now gets locked up with Sutter, and that's going to put Sutter to the line here to shoot 2 now.
You know, with that flop, too, I think that's only the second one that I've seen this season.
Zobrist had one.
Yeah, and his was kind of the same thing. And it's a good call from the official, and it should really get called more. A lot of guys just aren't used to it yet. If you fall or, you exaggerate any contact on something that you think is going to be a foul, he thought he got fouled on a three-point shot, maybe took a little bit of, a little too much drama there, and then if there's no foul called, it has to be a flop. It's the same thing with some of these block charges. If you don't call a block or a charge, it's got to be a flop then.
Yeah, you're right. It's either or. Good point.
Funk will come back in for Bourne.
Sutter converts on the free throws, cuts the Metamora lead down to 4 with 20 seconds to go.
Foster comes back in for Dunlap. Don't you want to go down low down to Funk?
Well, yeah, I'd like to get Funk the ball on the perimeter and then let him take him, use his dribble to get around him. That'd be his advantage.
I think we set a high ball screen with Funk and Zobrist and force the switch with
Zobrist. appeared to have some contact there, but nothing got called. Dunlap now coming down will have a chance. And
we're going to count that? Travel.
They call
travel.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. 1.8 here to go. Metamora to inbound.
And those are a few other ones that felt like, I mean, we're probably going to see a foul over here with Funk and 24.
Foster, yeah.
Foster.
Yeah, Foster. Okay, so they're subbing Foster out. But, yeah, Foster definitely plays with a football influence.
Looks like some words were exchanged between the two of them. I mean, Redbird's probably just going to go for a prayer.
Ball goes into Hessing. And, oh, wow, it looked pretty good on distance, but a good effort. Redbirds take a 4-point lead into the fourth quarter, 46-42.
Commerce Bank is proud to support the Metamora Redbirds, from setting short-term goals to planning for your future. If it matters to you, it matters to us. Commerce Bank, member FDIC. Goodfield State Bank, big enough to serve you, small enough to know you. Goodfield State Bank, a true community bank. Hanover's Pub, your favorite food and drinks every time you visit. See you on the square. Kirby Foods, be sure to check out their signature Kirby items in the deli and meat departments. Kirby Foods is proud to be 100% employee-owned. Mason Funeral Home, proud supporter of the Metamora Redbirds.
Well, fellas, you know, it's kind of interesting. The first quarter was, what, 20-17?
Yeah.
And we've had two more quarters, and we've just barely doubled that score, right?
Yeah.
Or I guess just over doubled that score. So game's really slowed down here, you know, from a defensive standpoint. But, yeah, a lot of turnovers and a very physical game, you know.
Do you think teams are starting to try to muddy the waters against us, make it an ugly game?
Oh, absolutely. You know, and that's classic Illini basketball to begin with, but then let alone when you have, you know, the kind of talent we have on the floor. So, you know, we got to spread the floor, get our athletes in space. You know, to me, that is what really works to our advantage.
And, you know, how many conference games have we lost the last 3 years? Has it been two?
Two? No. One. In the last 2 years?
We lost to Morton and Washington. In the last 3 years, excuse me.
So the last 3 years, so we lost two. We've lost three in the last
3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last 4. Yeah, 3 years.
3 years. So, you know, teams are going to just try and they're just going to be extremely physical. You've got to hope that, you know, the calls are going to be, you know, they're going to let some of them go. You've got to see what you can to stop the talent that we have and the talented coaches that we have.
Zobrist gets in the lane, finishes with his right. Nice percentage look.
How many conference games did you lose?
My senior year, we lost the one at Washington on the buzzer beater. But then my junior year, we lost two regular season conference games, and then the Mid-Illini, the only Mid-Illini tournament ever, we lost to Washington again.
So that was your junior. But your senior year...
Only the one.
Only the one. 1-0-1. So we've only lost two in the last 4 years, counting this year.
Yeah.
Zobrist gets called for the push on Sutter.
That's three.
That's three on Zobrist.
You look back to when he took that foul earlier in the first half. That's that could make the difference. Say this game goes to overtime, he might be out of the game.
Yeah, that's a block. He did a nice job of splitting those.
Yeah. That was a little bit of a bailout by the official because he wasn't going to be able to do much else. I mean, he went pretty strong there, out of control, but definitely felt some contact.
Yeah.
Sutter for three, doesn't go, but rebound goes. That's 23. Gavin Gibbs with the rebound putback, bringing Dunlap within 4.
Yeah, Brady Jones just kind of fell asleep
now
there.
takes it down to the rim, gets the layup with the left hand. Those are high percentage looks.
Yeah. And they're not stopping him, so he can't stop. I mean, if you're taught to go until you stop.
Yeah, Zobrist now with 28, and Sutter's got 16, followed by Steffen with 14 for Dunlap. Sutter now, the jumper doesn't go. Dunlap with the rebound. Steffen for 3, doesn't go. Sutter with the rebound. Leaves it for Gibbs, and Gibbs now gets fouled.
It looks like we've got position. They're missing badly, and it's just going over the top of us.
You know, when I look at our rebounding, Zach, you know, I was always taught, hey, you know, you get a hand in the guy's face, you turn and you make contact, and you kind of take a half a step back to block out. We're really not blocking out here. We're just kind of turning and going to the rim, and we're allowing the offensive rebounder to kind of move freely. And we've got to take a half step back and seal a little bit. Sutter drives down on Funk, draws the foul. We'll have a chance here to 3-point play.
That's his 4th. I didn't see a whole lot there. Said he got him across the arm. And you know, there's been some jawing between the teams throughout the whole game. We've seen the officials talk to numerous players from both teams in this one. But yeah, no, Redbirds, we've seen they've really struggled to rebound in some of these games. I think back to that Palatine game. You know, the big man just killed us. He was dominating the glass, being really physical. And you know, rebounding isn't an individual thing. And you think about our 6'10" guy, you'd like him to get, you know, double-digit rebounds. But it's a team thing.
Reeves gets fouled from behind. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. But, yeah, you know, a lot of it's just hips and legs and, you know, getting those arms up and stepping back a little bit and being ready, you know, and a lot of that, you know, goes to talking. You know, hey, you got to call the shot, right? Hey, if I hear somebody call shot, I know I'm going tagging somebody, getting them on my hip, and now I've sealed that person off. And so, yeah, it just doesn't look like we have that awareness right now. You know.
Yeah, and I can guarantee they do plenty of rebounding drills in practice, especially when they've struggled like they have. The turnovers and the rebounds are really what you point to a lot. And I you know, the number of drills we did of, you know, sharpening up our passing skills to not turn the ball over. We do a drill called 25 perfect passes. No dribbling, you know, 5-on-5. You just got to make 25 passes. No tips, any deflection, you restart the count.
Oh, man.
And, you know, the losing team between the red and the white, they've got to run afterwards. So, yeah, the same thing. We do some, you know, line blockout drills, 2-on-2, and then you play once the rebound's made. Same thing there. You're always competing for something. So they've got the drill work in. It just hasn't really clicked out on the floor.
Yeah. And some of that's chemistry. You know, just guys playing together and kind of knowing where you're going to be, how you're going to move, and all that. But you're right. A couple offensive boards here have hurt us.
Good free throws by Ashley Graves. These are kind of the dog days of high school basketball.
Yeah. We're just kind of grinding through. Yeah. Any kind of victory in these games on the road in the middle line are great victories.
It's kind of a 1-2, or
it's back to that 2-3.
Into 2-3, yeah.
Now that's a really nice set there.
Nice job by Bourne to tip that out to Greaves. Greaves finishes with the left hand.
That's a nice. I say this zone has probably been our best defense.
Yeah. We seem to have a real beat on the ball. There, Ramage gets his hand up with the steal.
The one thing, though, is when you think of a zone, typically one of the disadvantages is allowing offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make a ton of sense. I think that we still haven't rebounded well out of the zone. We've just got some better bounces than we have in the man, but we've still struggled on both sides. But the defense zone in the 2-3 has been better.
Wow.
Zobrist just dribbles around the double team and goes down and gets the layup.
Like that, we're up 10.
Yeah, Zobrist up to 30 now.
You know, I think he's only hit 1 3 as well.
Gibbs now finishes for Dunlap down in the lane. But, yeah, Funk's got 10, and Greaves has 8. So, yeah, it'd be nice to see Greaves get, 3 guys in double figures. That'd be nice.
And I don't love what the Redbirds are doing here. I think you stay in that 5-out motion type of thing and just keep letting Zobrist go to work, because he's getting to the rim with ease, and he's finishing with little contact at the rim. But now you go to this kind of set, you put a guy in the paint.
Kicks it over to Funk. A little bit of a flop there, and Bourne with the rebound putback. And you kind of said it earlier, is that's either a charge or a flop, right?
Has
or
to be a
block.
flop if you're not going to call it.
Yeah.
You know, unless you saw the guy get his foot stepped on, something like that. But, I mean, it looked like he was trying to sell the push-off. There's no call. It has to be a flop. It should just be automatic.
Yeah, Birds up by 10 with 3:51 to go here in the fourth. And we got a timeout by Dunlap.
I saw Coach Dame go over and talk to the official that just kind of looked at that one. I can guarantee he's saying the same thing we are. That's got to be a call.
Yeah, that's so tough. You know, again, as an ex-official, to call all that, and that's going to really slow the game down. And, you know, these kids, they're just doing that. That's what they're doing all summer long, right? And now to stop that when they're here, I mean, it's being ingrained to them, you know?
Yeah, it's a different rule. And then, you know, you talk about things like throwing in a shot clock. For the trail official, he's always got to be on that, watching that. You throw in the flop now. These guys they're not used to the calls. It's hard enough to be an official.
Yeah. A lot of things.
Yeah.
A lot of things.
You got so much stuff on your mind. I mean, the rule book is, I don't remember how many pages, but it's tough to keep track of all that stuff, and they get a lot of slack sometimes. They're never perfect, but, you know, I think we've had a great crew so far here.
Tonight it's been fine.
It's been fantastic, I think. Very physical game, but they've let some stuff go. They've tightened up on some, and I think all the obvious ones have been called.
Yeah, and there's always, you know, as an ex-official, there's always an officials meeting, you know. So Ed Hightower used to run that meeting for us. You know, it was great at Peoria Central, but 300 officials would be there. They would talk about the emphasis, you know, hey, what's it, 2 hands on the hip or things like that. They say, hey, this is what needs to be called this year. Don't let this go. So I imagine that flop thing would be a point of emphasis at some point. Little steal there by the Birds.
Great job by Metamora there, and a good, nice headsy play by Ashton Greaves.
Yeah, pulling it out, wasting some more time.
Oh, did he?
I think he did. It looked like he kind of stuttered. It's one of those ones that you'll go back on the film and you'll find out for sure. But a lot of the time when you're an official, if it looks awkward, it's probably going to be called a travel.
Took the words out of my mouth. Yeah. Yep, if it looks awkward, you're right. Whistle's going to blow.
And here you go, Randy. They've switched. They're putting Sutter here down on that short corner.
And Sutter just blasted Zobrist out of the way. He's
and that's number 4.
Called there, yeah.
Again, I think James Franklin looks at that and says, I kind of like that physicality.
I like it, absolutely.
He looks like a football player out here. He is. He's very physical.
Solid dude.
If he only came on and had 1 or 2 fouls, he'd say he's soft. But
yeah, you're right. You're right. You got to make all 5 count.
Still 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, you know, if you're Dunlap, I don't think you panic. I don't think you just throw these double teams.
Greaves cuts down the lane, gets fouled, have a chance to go to the line here.
I love this offense right now.
Yeah,
They're
spreading the
spread
floor.
Out.
Yeah,
we're getting easy cuts to the basket.
We're handling the random sporadic double teams a lot better right now. You know, sometimes with that, you've got to see it a few times, and then you adjust to it. But, you know, now they threw it at us maybe a little too early.
Is that 5 on Sutter? They got 5.
I don't believe that was on him, though.
It's what the scoreboard says, 5 on 00.
Wow, so they just called that foul here.
They got the wrong guy on that one, I'm pretty sure.
I thought he only had 4.
Well, that would have been his
He got his 4th down here against Zobrist, and then this is now on the Greaves drive. I did not think Sutter was the guy, but, you know, there was about 3 guys around the ball there, and I think they just picked up his number.
Yeah.
So Sutter fouls out with 2:54 to go here in the 4th.
Now, if you're the Redbirds, it feels like if you make your free throws and take care of the ball, this one should be as good as done.
Yeah.
What a crowd tonight.
Yeah, nice crowd, a lot of energy here.
And I think Metamora, I would probably go to a man now. You've got their big interior threat out of the game, and it looks like that's what they're going to do.
Here we are. Yep.
It's a bunch of shooters on the floor now.
I think we're still in the 2-3 zone, aren't we?
No, this is a man.
Little kick out for the 3 off the front. Funk with the rebound. Gets picked on the backside, but draws the foul. He'll go.
Not free throws yet.
Not yet. Not yet. One more.
I got to agree with you, Zach. I think this is one of the better officiated games we've had this year.
Oh, definitely. I mean, even when we were doing the pregame interview with Coach Dame, I saw the crew walk in, and when you get picked by your peers and you get picked by the coaches that you officiate for to do playoff games, which I know 2 of these guys for sure had that opportunity.
Jonah Funk with the tip dunk.
But for those guys, they have to be talented and well-respected.
Oh, sure.
And you hear Coach Dame yelling for no threes. That's exactly what you want.
Zobrist with the rebound.
You know, just without Sutter, your offense is just kind of stagnant.
Jonah Funk
Jonah
doesn't roll in for him. Boy, he took off a long way away. Got a 3 there from Renette.
You know, that's just one of the things you can't do. You can't let the guy catch it with no pressure,
right?
And just let him eye one up. And it doesn't matter how deep it is. You know, at this day and age, everybody can hit the 3. You can't let them get comfortable.
Metamora up by 11 here with a minute and a half to go.
And barring something odd happening, I think Metamora will go to 17-4. They'll be 7-0 in the Mid-Illini. This is the final team to see for the first time. We're not going to be going through the first round.
Yeah.
Everybody else now we'll see them for the second time.
Yeah, you know, you look at that second half of the schedule, Scotty, you know, I think about that Morton game, you know, going over to Morton and
the 28th,
going to the Potter Dome and
the Potter box.
The Potter box.
Not a dome.
There's no dome in there. It's as straight across as it gets. This is more of a dome than Potter box.
All right, the Potter box. Is that what the Morton people call it? What do they call it?
They call it the Potter Dome, but that's all a fallacy.
Okay, we're gonna have to put that one up to a vote here.
Am I wrong?
But no, you're right. You're right. You're right. Between the rope hanging over the back or over the rim in the low ceiling, you're right. That's a challenging place to go. And then they got the stage.
Yep.
That's always an issue, right? So there's some physical challenges to play in there. Zobrist loses the ball, and Bourne with the rebound draws the foul. He will go to the line to shoot 2. But, yeah, that game, as I look at the second half of the season, to me is one really to keep your eye on. And you know Morton's going to have something cooked up for us, Scotty.
For sure. You know, but I still think we're the better team.
Yeah, Morton has to really come into their own. I mean, they're playing really good basketball. They beat this Dunlap team by over 30 points.
Without Sutter.
Without Max Sutter, yes. And they have looked like a different team without him. But, you know, even still, there's something to be said with just going out and putting a worse opponent away.
Funk with the rebound. Gets knocked away. Bourne runs it down.
And Metamora takes a timeout. With a minute 16 to go, that's a good job by Jonah Funk. You're right. Without Sutter in there, this team has a different complexion.
Yeah, completely different. You know, and if you could spread these guys out, use our size, we'd have a different result here. No question about it. Yeah, Sutter. I mean, you know, and they really let Sutter just take over offensively, and they really defer to him and kind of let him do whatever he needs to do, and he does a nice job. You know, for a football player, Zach. You know.
Yeah, he's definitely, you can see the athleticism, you can see the physicality. There's a reason he's being recruited by such highly touted programs.
Yeah. so we don't forget, we'll be broadcasting tomorrow night's girls game against Washington. They're coming off a pretty devastating loss. I don't think they play tonight, but they lost to Morton the other night. Washington did. And so I'm sure they'll be out for revenge. Good game at Metamora, though. We'll be covering it.
Absolutely, and I think Washington's probably still ranked number 1 in the state. I don't know that the rankings have come out. So yeah, if Metamora can catch them on a downstroke here, that could be an opportunity for us. Ball goes into Zobrist, over to Ramage. Back to Zobrist.
Well, they're just pushing.
They
get pushed.
Yeah,
that's got to be an intentional foul.
Yeah, so Funk will go to the line now to shoot 2. And, two guys just absolutely chucked him. And they did call the second. That's on Foster, the big guy. So, yeah.
And that's his first.
Yeah.
How's that not an intentional foul?
I didn't see it, but
he just went up and shoved him.
Yeah, well, right before that, another player did the same thing.
And they both got, Funk and Foster were talked to by that official that made the call right at the end of one of the quarters. So
I think Coach Dame is subbing him out just to say, hey, let's not have one of these big guys cause an injury or something here. So
or get a cheap technical.
Yeah, you get it thrown out of one of these games, you're suspended.
Oh, he misses them both. He missed it so he wouldn't have to come out.
And they're going to call Greaves here on the foul in the corner.
That'll be 2 shots.
Still an 11-point game, though, with less than a minute to go.
Funk doesn't want to go out. He's trying to brush off his sub here. But Coach is saying, come on over here and sit down and stay healthy.
Now, if I'm Zobrist, I'm letting the official know early that I'm going to get shoved under the rim here.
Oh, yeah.
I think
there it is.
Yeah, I mean, wow. Ramage controls the board, gets fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Ramage has gotten beat up in this one. He took the knee earlier. He got pushed in the back, and he had a back injury coming into this season. Over the summer, he missed a lot of time, which has kind of hurt him early on in the season. But man, he's been beat up. When you got a guy that just does the little things like he does, you got to be willing to put your body on the line.
Ramage converts on the first, and that's what you got to do when somebody's going to get physical with you here. You got to make them pay at the free throw line. You can't let that go unchecked. And there's another foul on Foster for jumping into Bourne, and that'll be the 3rd foul on Foster
in about 10 seconds.
Yeah, and
I don't even think it was 10.
No,
he's really throwing his body around out there.
It's just one of those things you can't do. You've just been called for a couple straight.
Yeah,
you gotta be a little smarter than that. And he was going for a box out, but you could tell there was a little malicious intent behind it.
Yeah, well, when you step into another player's space, that was the thing. Hey, if you just step in front of him or nudge him a little bit, but he was literally stepping over that person's space, and you can't.
Yeah.
So we have Mason Sauter, Jake Walker, Jack Hessing.
Jack Hessing and Logan Vasquez.
Logan Vasquez, yeah.
Yep. Bourne makes the free throw, giving the Birds a 14-point lead here with 50 seconds to go. Three gets thrown up. Sauter with the rebound. I'll go down to Hessing. Hessing saves it. Vasquez for 3 out of the corner.
He's picking up right where he left off in these JV games.
The travel.
Nice defense there by Bourne just to keep him right in front of him.
You know, I think he's probably in our top 3 for on-ball defenders, Zach Bourne is.
Oh, I think so, too. He never gets tired.
Little miscommunication there from the Birds, and it'll be Dunlap ball underneath the hoop. Jake Walker up to Bourne. Back to Walker, and Metamora will hold here for the victory here at Dunlap, 69-52. The Redbirds pulling out here on the road.
It's a 17-point ball game. It's probably a little closer than that.
Yeah. This was a tight ball game at times, and it seemed like when we went into a zone defense, that's where things opened up, and we did rebound, out of the zone pretty well. So kind of interesting, kind of not our typical Metamora man-to-man defense, kind of a little different flow here for us, Zach. So what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it was physical. They beat us up. And they've got a really good player on their team. They've got a bunch of good shooters behind them. I mean, they're really well coached. This is one of the best coached Dunlap teams I've seen in a long time. They had a great game plan coming in. It's just one of your typical Middle-Illini victories. I think we've got a little bit more talent, and we showed it. But before we do go and interview Coach Sam, I wanted to say thank you for you guys for letting me join you. This will be my last game on the air, and I'm so grateful that you guys do this because at home getting to watch every game like through digiMAX. I don't think people really say thank you to you guys enough. So thank you, and for everybody at home, thank you as well.
Well, thanks for helping out. It's been a pleasure, and it's been a lot of fun, and the insights have been invaluable. So I appreciate it. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, both Randy and Zach will have a chat with the head coach of the Redbirds.
Yeah, let's finish.
Metamora McDonald's. Get in and out quickly with McDonald's mobile order and pay. Curbside pickup. Use the McDonald's app to earn points on all your orders. Merrill Lynch, they're also the halftime sponsor. Local faces with big company resources. Big advice from small town advisors. The Room, located in the historic Homestead Building, is proud to be your local basketball headquarters. Wornsman Lawn and Landscapes, family owned and operated since 2007. Take back your weekends with quality work from Wornsman Lawn and Landscapes. Zobrist Insurance, your total insurance solutions. We'll be back in just a few minutes with a chat with head coach Justin Dame.
sounds good to eat. Hickory River. Hickory River? It's just right over there when we come up.
Just like Rivers, right? It's my favorite before. It's not that far, it's not that far.
I think Tom's in for Monday.
He is?
I think so.
Okay.
Good Wi-Fi?
Yeah, really good, right? Really good here. Phoenix said it was a little spotty, I think really good. Then it dropped down a little bit, and then it go back up good. So it should be good.
Are you going to get hold of Briggs?
Yeah, I already texted him, and if he doesn't respond, by the time I get home, I'll call him. I'll let you know.
Yeah, we'll ask Randy if he wants to fill in.
Okay.
What time is the game tomorrow night? 6:30?
It sounds right. Yeah, 6:30.
6:30 tomorrow night, Mike?
You gonna be there at 4:30 still?
I
5?
What? Well, we came in by, we took, it's right, it's the way we came in. Okay, but we didn't go by now. We came up Cedar Hill. Oh, okay.
Did you guys come in Orange Prairie Road, like by Lucas Lumber there?
No.
You guys come in the other way?
Coach Dame, congratulations on the road victory in the Mid-Illini. That's never come easy. Early on, it was 20-17 in the first quarter. Things were going good. Talk us through kind of what happened from there.
Yeah, I think things were going good for Dunlap in the first quarter, maybe not for us. They were really physical. Obviously, it's a tough matchup for Jonah to go against a kid like Max Sutter. It's like the definition of a bad matchup for him. It kind of reminded me of the Palatine game, that big, strong football kid.
Yeah.
But obviously, Max is even more athletic than that kid and can handle the ball a little bit. So he had a really good game. We knew he was going to be a big challenge for us. And fortunately, if Jonah didn't foul out, we didn't have to put Matthew or Brady on him.
Yeah, Coach, coming off the loss that you did against a pretty good Peoria High team, and you've got two options. You can either respond or you can let it get to you. A physical matchup where things really weren't going your way, I think that says a lot about your group to come out with a win like that.
Yeah, definitely. And the shots weren't falling early, but we stuck with it. We got to the rim enough. We got to the free throw line, and Matthew started to get hot in the second quarter. Obviously, that always helps. But the defense in the second quarter to hold them to 6 points was maybe the biggest part of the game, I thought.
And I was going to ask you about that. Metamora, we're known for this man-to-man defense that doesn't foul and everything, and we used a lot of zone. That's the most zone I've seen us play, and it worked. It just kind of threw them off. We
tried to switch it up a little bit. We talked about doing it. Dunlap's not one of the better shooting teams in the conference, so most of the Mid-Illini teams, it's hard to play zone much because what do most teams in the Mid-Illini do best? Shoot the ball, not necessarily handle it, get to the rim, and play make. But there's always a ton of shooters, but. It was nice to be able to switch it up, and the guys did a good job bouncing from timeout to timeout. Hey, now we're in zone, now we're in man, and switching back and forth and talking and communicating our matchups. They did a really nice job.
Yeah, Coach, this is one of the most efficient offenses I remember with Metamora. You've got Zobers, who's, obviously I think he's the best offensive player in the state. But you have a lot of other pieces around that. How do you find the balance between, you've got a guy that can go out and give you 50 on any given night, but then you also got to make sure Brady Jones and Ashton Greaves, they're engaged, rebounding, and on the defensive end. How do you also balance out giving them touches as well?
Well, I guess if you think Matthew can get 50 on any night, why don't you tell him just start getting 50 every night? I think that would make it a little bit easier, right? But, like you said, the balance, Jonah being such an inside presence, when Matthew gets to the lane, obviously they got to make a choice. Do you help or do you let Matthew finish at the rim? And then same thing with the guards. Do you help off them, give them wide open threes? But when they make them, you're in a bad spot. Yeah. You got to just hope that they miss them, or you hope that Matthew makes a bad decision, which he doesn't do very much.
Well, Coach, great game. Congratulations.
Thanks, Randy.
Appreciate you. So
congrats, Coach.
We will see you Monday down in Springfield.
Yep, Lamphere. 5 o'clock.
So 5 o'clock. Looking forward to that game. So thanks so much.
Your least favorite team in the world, Sacred Heart Griffin, man.
Yep. Absolutely.
We're 1-1 against them. We got to get our rematch still.
I have faith.
All right. So let's do that. We're rolling here. So thank you so much. So signing off for digiMAX Sports here. Zach Schroeder, hey, thanks so much for being with us this last month, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we really appreciate you. Like Scotty said, your insight, what you bring, it's been a blast. So a lot of fun. We're going to miss you, man. So come back anytime you can. Come back and see us.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you guys having me. It's been a blast.
Yeah, so it's awesome. So, Zach, thank you so much. Scotty Kirker, want to thank him. Jonathan Stallsberg on camera. Mike Kirker on the camera. Eli Young running the ship up there from the laptop. And Phoenix Hudson back in the shop making things happen. So signing off for digiMAX Sports. We'll see you guys Monday night.